Welcome to the Recipe for Results. This is your podcast extra for certification in the hotel, restaurant, and bar industry. Brought to you by HRB Universal.
You know, when we sit down at a restaurant and order a burger, we're placing a massive amount of blind trust in a totally invisible system.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We just assume, the meat was stored right or the prep surfaces were clean.
Right. And that you aren't going to spend the next 2 days regretting your life choices.
Exactly. So welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at the actual registration blueprint for one of these exact certification exams.
Yes, the ServSafe Food Protection Manager course.
Right. And this specific one is happening down in Destin, Florida on August 34, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And our mission today is to figure out why this credential is the absolute backbone of the restaurant industry.
It really is. I mean, it feels a bit like magic when you get your food, but the reality is just heavily regulated.
Right. So what's driving all this?
Well, it's actually the FDA food code,
Yeah.
specifically Section 2102.12.
Okay.
Yeah, it mandates that the person in charge has to be a certified food protection manager.
Wait, so this isn't just like a bonus star for their Yelp page or something?
No, not at all. Someone with this credential has to be on duty whenever food is being prepped and served.
Oh, wow. So it's a strict legal necessity then.
Exactly.
Well, what really caught my eye in these course materials is the mandatory self-study. Like for the $179 course option.
Right, the online portal?
Yeah, you don't just show up on a Monday morning and start learning the basics of cross-contamination.
No, you really can't.
You have to log in and do the heavy lifting before you even walk through the door.
Yeah, that structure is very intentional.
It reminds me of like a flipped classroom or honestly taking your driving test.
Oh, yeah, that's a good comparison.
You absolutely cannot just roll up to the DMV expecting them to teach you what a stop sign is on test day.
Right, exactly. And this program is accredited by the American National Standards Institute, or ANSI.
Okay.
And they're the same body that sets strict safety standards for, things like construction equipment and medical devices.
Oh, wow. So it's serious.
Very. By forcing that pre-work industry, experts are trying to establish a culture of food safety early.
I see.
They want the manager's mindset completely shifted before the formal in-person review even begins.
So they force you to learn the basics at home because the in-person session is purely about application.
That's right.
You aren't learning what bacteria is. You're learning how to manage a kitchen during a lunch rush without, poisoning anyone.
Exactly.
Which explains why the live session is actually surprisingly short. Looking at the schedule for August 34, it's 8:30 a.m. check-in, then just a fast-paced 4-hour lecture, an hour for lunch, and then a strict exam window from 2 to 4 p.m.
Yeah, it's a very high-level review of the most critical risks.
And they even keep the final location a secret until registration closes, right? Like just to ensure proper social distancing.
Yes, they do. And they explicitly state that not all topics are covered in that 4-hour block.
Right.
Which is why the self-study is just completely non-negotiable.
But wait 4 hours. I mean, if I cram for a history test in 4 hours, I forget the dates by Tuesday.
Sure, yeah.
So how is a half-day review genuinely enough time to ensure this manager won't make a mistake that gets people sick?
Well, it wouldn't be if this were an introductory class.
Okay.
But the program assumes you are already a working professional. The curriculum was developed with direct input from people facing these challenges daily.
I see.
So those 4 hours aren't for initial learning. They're for aligning a manager's existing practical kitchen knowledge with a very strict regulatory framework.
Ah, okay. That actually makes sense of another detail I noticed.
What's that?
You can just buy a $129 exam-only ticket.
Right. Yes, you can.
Which proves this isn't about, padding a company's bottom line with mandatory classes. It's a strict competency test.
Exactly. If you know the science, you can skip the morning and just take the test.
So let's talk about the exam itself, because that afternoon session reveals a lot.
Oh, yeah. The execution is a masterclass in balancing strict security with a diverse workforce.
Right, because the testing is heavily shifting to electronic formats now.
Yes. You can bring your own device, or they hand you an Amazon Fire tablet.
But they also maintain this incredibly complex paper exam system.
They do, yeah.
Which requires a strict 20-day advance notice.
Mm-hmm.
Why hold on to paper logistics at all in 7 languages when the whole system is begging you to just use an iPad?
Well, you have to look at the global nature of the restaurant workforce.
Okay.
While tablets easily handle some things, offering expanded formats like large print or specific regional translations like Japanese and Korean on paper.
Right.
It ensures that technology or language barriers don't prevent a capable, experienced leader from getting certified.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the 20-day buffer is just the logistical compromise to protect their administrative overhead.
Well, whether you're managing a bustling kitchen yourself or just, enjoying a quiet dinner out. Understanding this rigorous science-backed training really gives you a totally new appreciation for those unseen systems keeping you safe.
Absolutely. The next time you order that burger, remember there is an entire infrastructure of ANSI-accredited exams and dedicated professionals ensuring it's safe.
Definitely. But here's a final thought to chew on.
Okay.
Looking through our sources, this exact same company is now heavily promoting 24/7 online courses and remote AI proctored exams.
Oh, right.
So given the rapid rise of that remote technology, is this traditional in-person certification model we just dissected destined to become completely obsolete?
That's a fascinating point.
Definitely something for all of us to think about the next time we dine out.